Officiating crews for the 2025 season just dropped. And that's kind of a big deal if you're into the nitty-gritty. Imagine this. It's like fresh referees bringing their own flair to every call. Some may bring a fast whistle, some might let things flow. Either way, how they interpret rules could change how games feel this season. Personally, I think injecting new blood into officiating can be awesome. These recruits can learn from veterans while offering fresh perspectives on tricky spots like roughing the passer or catch rules. But it also means early growing pains. Delayed or controversial calls could pop off more in weeks 1-3. Fans, players, coaches, all eyes will be on them early. In a world where replay reviews and officiating consistency dominate headlines, these changes matter more than ever. I'm excited to see which crews stand out and which ones maybe struggle at first. Bottom line, new referees, new dynamics, and that's a storyline worth tracking. Dak Prescott just gave a major update on his hamstring. If you watched Dallas last season, you know how crucial he is to their whole vibe, and losing him to a hamstring mid-season absolutely derailed things. Hearing, "I'm back, fully healthy" from Dak, big deal. For the Cowboys, getting their guy back before camp means a smoother return to rhythm, especially with a new playbook and returning weapons like Pickens. My take, it's smart for Dak to pump confidence now. It sets the tone in camp and sends a message across the NFL, "I'm ready." But healthy in July doesn't always mean elite in September. How he holds up through drills and preseason will be key. Still, a healthy Dak from day one sets Dallas up for a much more explosive, consistent offense. I'm buzzing for camp footage. Chiefs GM Brett Veach spoke about Travis Kelce, and yeah, it's a bit of a reality check. With Kelce clocking in at age 35, coming off career lows in yards, 8-23 and touchdowns 3, Kelce's been the subject of retirement whispers. Veach didn't deny it, basically said, this might be it. But he also reminded everyone Kelce still delivers under pressure and isn't ready to ride off just yet. For me, this moment feels like the end of an era, and not just in KC, but across the league. Kelce's been the blueprint for tight ends, an unstoppable force for over a decade. But every legend eventually hits that crossroad, right? Champagne moments are still possible, Vegas opener in Brazil against the Chargers included, but you've got to respect the honesty. Chiefs got to tune their offense for life after Kelce while milking every last second of his presence. Personally, I'm torn. I want one more vintage Kelce season, but also understand the NFL's brutal realism. Either way, it's going to be a major subplot in the Chiefs' 2025 journey. CHET HOLMGREN just locked in a 5-year, fully guaranteed extension worth up to $250 million with the Oklahoma City Thunder, fresh off their championship run. At just 23, he missed half of the regular season due to a pelvic injury, but bounced back strong in the playoffs with averages of 15.2 PPG, 8.7 RPG, and 1.9 blocks in nearly 30 minutes a night. OKC is clearly doubling down. They already extended Shai GA for $285 million and are working on getting Jalen Williams locked in too. From a casual fan's perspective, this is a power move. It signals that the Thunder aren't just celebrating their title, they're building a dynasty. Holmgren's been a high upside, two-way unicorn since day one, and this extension shows the org trusts his talent to keep growing. Sure, injuries have been a question mark, but locking him in now makes total sense. He's a pillar of that core. My take? I love the confidence. It sets the tone. WC contenders, not just one-season wonders. If health holds up, this core could define the next decade. The Spurs just pulled the trigger on a trade for Kelly Olynyk, sending Malaki Branham, Blake Wesley, and a 2026 second-rounder to Washington. Olynyk's a 34-year-old stretch five, punched in at 37.1% from deep last season, even 41.8% at his peak. San Antonio's gearing up to support Victor Wemby, and Olynyk brings that shooting floor and veteran savvy around the rim. What's cool here? Spurs are sending a message. They want to accelerate their timeline. Olynyk isn't flashy, but he's reliable. Big minutes off the bench, knockdown threes, and solid IQ. Swapping out two young guards and a pick feels like a winner-take-more attitude. I'm all for it. WNBA-style spacing is the new meta, and pairing Olynyk with Wemby gives Pop's squad more pop. It's a smart, low-risk move that swings for short-term upside. Might raise eyebrows among development purists, but rooting for this to pay off in a new-look, more mature Spurs front court. Nikola Jokic is delaying contract talks with Denver until next summer, turning down the opportunity to sign a 3-year, $206 million extension this summer and potentially go for a max 4-year, $285 million deal later. With 3 years left on his current deal, with a player option in 2027-28, he's playing chess with the salary cap and incentives. From a chill viewer's standpoint, this is classic Joker. He's not in a rush, knowing the market and cap room could shift, and Denver will pay. He's already one of the best to ever do it. 3 MVPs, Finals MVP, championship pedigree, career best season last year. Waiting could net him a bigger payday or more flexibility. My opinion? Smart play. Jokic's value is unmatched, and he's got the leverage. As a team, Denver should be totally cool with it. They've got a generational center to build around. For fans, it's a minor cliffhanger. Will negotiations heat up next summer? Either way, Joker's legacy and bank account are on point. Atletico Madrid has officially ended its pursuit of Christian Cuti Romero, which was one of Diego Simeone's top summer targets. Tottenham shut down any official bids, even rejecting the idea of a 55 million plus 15 million bonus package, and Romero remains tied to Spurs until 2027. Atletico, now shifting gears, are reportedly eyeing Bayer Leverkusen's Piero Hincapié instead. This move comes after Atletico spent around 100 million euros on Alex Baena, Matteo Ruggeri and Johnny Cardoso, while shaking up the roster with departures too. From a fan's POV, I get Atletico's frustration. Romero ticks all the boxes as a defensive rock under Simeone. The saga felt tense, almost like a duel between clubs rather than just negotiation. But adapt or miss out. Shifting to Hincapié shows them staying proactive. Hincapié is younger, versatile, and probably more affordable. It's a pivot that may actually work in their favour long term. Love the resilience here. Atletico clearly want to reinforce, even if the big-name plan fell through. It'll be interesting to see if this new direction spawns a different kind of defensive backbone. Tottenham have reached a full agreement for Mohamed Kudus, marking what could be a £55 million deal with West Ham. Kudus, 24, is set for a 6-year contract, and though his 2024-25 season was somewhat underwhelming, Spurs see significant upside under Thomas Frank's system. This would be Spurs' second major splash of the summer after bringing in defender Kota Takai and permanent deals for Kevin Danso and Mathys Tel. Speaking freely, this deal feels like Spurs betting on potential over polish. Kudus has undeniable talent. Even if last season dipped, a fresh start in North London could reignite his flame. At £55 million, it's a steep bet, but one that reflects ambition and confidence. Fans want attacking fireworks, and if Kudus clicks, he could bring that flash. Still, the pressure's real. Big money means big expectations. I'm rooting for him. Sometimes all it takes is the right environment to unlock brilliance. AC Milan are bracing as RAFAEL LEAO draws interest from Bayern Munich and Barcelona, but they're staying firm on an £85 million valuation, signalling no intention to sell. Bayern remains divided on whether to meet the price, while Barca explores other options like Liverpool's Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford. Other transfer chatter includes Bayern eyeing Kunku due to Jamal Musiala's injury. Here's the vibe. Milan's essentially saying, you want Leao? You're going to pay. He's been sensational in Serie A, and treating him as untouchable sends a strong statement. Bayern's hesitation to match the fee is smart business. High price tags demand high impact. Barca pivoting shows the ripple effects of one club's valuation. Personally, I'm impressed by Milan's stick-to-itiveness. Keeping Leao not only protects their attack, but also boosts their message to fans and rivals. They're not a selling club anymore. Bold stance, and totally woke in today's transfer chaos.